Do you don't have to answer this, but do you remember the session that we had when you said my dad came through and you were hesitant to speak about it? Does that ring a bell?
Yes, because um, I knew that he did have fear for a while, and that's always hard for me to tell people.
And you're saying fear, he had fear before he passed or after he passed?
Before,
If it's making you
and I
uncomfortable
knew
that
that
I'm
he fought
asking.
hard, and I, I really hate making people upset. Usually, the readings end with good tears,
Mhm.
but it was hard because I know he fought and tried, and so no one wants to think of their loved one living in fear or with fear or having that. So that was hard for me to share, but I knew more than anything that it was something shocking to the world that many people witnessed, and of course, I had never had a spirit tell me that before. So I was so grateful when you explained it all at the end because, yeah.
When he first came through, is it clear that it was 9/11 or
No, no, no,
no?
no. It was clear that there was a lot of adrenaline going, there was shock, but first and foremost, he was in survival mode, but at the same time helping someone else. I hope that you'll get the time to research who that other guy is because that's one of the things your dad continued to tell me for days after, and it almost felt like he wanted me to, like, look into it and help find because, I felt like he was very, focused on not just surviving himself, but helping this Peter, um, almost like
Pete.
they had died at the same time and had fought to leave at the same time. They were both trying. They had the same goal. They were helping one another. I feel like that guy was definitely younger. That guy was definitely more afraid and was panicking more. Your dad took on a role of like almost a fatherly role of we're gonna keep our heads on straight here and this is what we're gonna do together. So I've always been curious to pursue that more because when they hang around for a while and my mind keeps going back to that, there's something I meant to research and look into and complete for them so that I know he definitely wants you guys to have the whole story, but, my thought of wanting to hold stuff back was more, I just didn't want you to know that he was afraid.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I mean,
But I
here
also share everything. I'm pretty honest about things in the readings, but
yeah, no, I mean, you made it clear that you wanna keep it positive, so I
yeah,
get that. I'm just more
'cause it's about healing ultimately, and more than that, I'm mostly into teaching people how to do this more often for themselves because we have enough depression going around, and grief is a very hard thing to get over.
yeah, I think we do have there are practices and modalities that we can learn to execute and discipline ourselves to heal ourselves, and
Yes.
shit. I mean, yeah, I'm interested in hearing that, so, like, you're not making me feel bad. If any obviously, it's sad, it's gonna make me tear up, but at the same time, I mean, considering the conditions of being in the tower at that time, it wasn't I know it was gonna be all peaches and cream going up there, so, like, I'm not surprised if that's the case. It's just, part of me, like, I was always someone and my mom was the opposite, and she would try to pull me away from the TV when I first saw the towers go down, but I wanted to see it, and ever since then, I've always not I don't wanna say enjoyed, that's not the right word, but I've always made myself watch the towers go down and watch the incidents over and over again. I don't know what that is, and my point of bringing that up is because I don't stray from hearing a story like that.
Mhm.
So, I appreciate you, looking out for me in that sense, but I can't run away from that. I don't know why I want to see that. Even if it is bad, I feel the need to see that, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I want to get emotions out and hearing stuff like that or seeing the towers constantly going down and watching that footage for 20 years.
I think so.
I think it's just a way of me getting it out.
Definitely, yeah, you have to because, you have so many unknowns like I kinda did, you were so young, you probably hold on to every little memory that you have, and then, it's probably sadder each and every year when those memories maybe are a little more vague or
Mhm.
not as crisp or you're not having them as often.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It's like I can't yeah, I don't know. It's like looking at a home video, but only this home video is a lot more fucked up. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about that just pulls the emotion out of me and maybe that's just how I do it, but there's gotta be a little bit of an easier way. But yeah, I don't mind. I appreciate you sharing that, and I'll definitely look into it more. I know I mentioned it to I think my mother and my sisters. I just forget if I use the name Pete or Petey. I don't know why that sounds like it rings a bell. But then again, we're from Jersey. I feel like there's a lot of Pete's and Peters, but maybe I'll look into that and check it out.
I don't think that they were together the entire time. I almost get the feeling because I remember him telling me, well, I didn't know him before this, but we were definitely brothers in survival mode. I remember hearing him say that. And so I think maybe it was a situation, and I know he was going up, but he was like going, well, down more, but he was like still in control, like running, 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 running. And I feel like they met up at one point and then continued.
I appreciate that. I mean,
But I
here,
also share everything. I'm pretty honest about things in the readings, but
yeah, no, I mean, you made it clear that you want to keep it positive. So I
yeah,
get that. I'm just more.
because it's about healing ultimately. And more than that, I'm mostly into teaching people how to do this more often for themselves because we have enough depression going around, and grief is a very hard thing to get over.